I'm joined now by Edison Lee. He's the head of Telecom's research at Jefferies in Hong Kong. That's an investment management company. Well, I have to admit, it looks pretty cool. When it comes to cell phone technology, I've seen a lot of innovation over the years. It used to be you went on vacation, you brought along your camera. Now you just bring your phone. You just brought along your laptop to check your emails. Now you just bring your phone. As innovations go, how does this one stack up in your mind?
Well, I think that smartphones obviously have progressed a long way over the past couple of years. I think we are at a point where I think consumers generally are happy with our smartphones. And if you ask most consumers what they are expecting in terms of new features, I think most people probably would not be able to tell you exactly what they want in the next generation. I think foldable screen is an innovation, definitely. It's difficult to make, it's expensive to make. How the applications can actually take advantage of that feature, I think remains to be seen.
China has something in the neighborhood of 600 million mobile internet users, so more users than the entire population of the United States. You watch how consumers in China use their phones, and it's quite a contrast to what we see here in the West. Part of that is the all-in-one app, that WeChat. What are some things you think tech firms here in the United States can learn from what's going on in China?
I think China has an amazing user base that are very handset oriented, but I think that has to do with the fact that they took some what I call technology leapfrog over the years, because most people started using the internet not by using the PC but by using the phone, while in most developed markets consumers will start using the internet by first using the PC. So that's why PC remains a very important piece of equipment for a lot of consumers in the developed world. But for China, I think a lot of people actually would never use a PC to access the internet. They would only use the phone. So that's why I think mobile handset applications become extremely popular in China, and people do things on the phones. They do all kinds of things: paying bills, chatting with friends, buying things, also paying their bills. And that's why I think the mobile device becomes such an important device in China relative to the developed markets.
One of the writers who covers this industry came out with a piece recently saying innovations that we could use before we get to a foldable phone, among them unbreakable screens, better batteries that lasted longer. There's obviously room for more innovation. What are some of the Chinese companies doing to come up with advances, would you say?
Well, I think that we are maybe 1 to 2 years away from 5G being rolled out and being made available to a lot of consumers. And that is not just about higher data speed, but also a lot more features that will allow people to, for example, watch sports from totally different angles, and also to allow industrial internet to be taking advantage of the 5G network. So it's not only a consumer service, and we will actually have a lot of sensors, and every appliance at your home will become a sensor, and you can actually monitor everything, and everything is connected. So that's why I think what we are using the phone for today will also change dramatically when we have 5G becoming available over the next couple of years.
And how tough is the competition out there, the landscape, would you say?
Well, I think this industry is always competitive, not only in the equipment industry, but also in the operators' services side. I think that the government wants competition. I think on the equipment side, there is high barrier to entry because you need to spend a lot of money on R&D in order to come up with new products. And that's why I think the margin will continue to be squeezed. But of course, for those companies that have the technological edge, they will always win, and they will always be able to achieve better margin.
Edison Lee joining us from Hong Kong. Thanks so much.